All right, hope everybody's having a good night. We are going to be busy. Yeah, new release day, 3 new products. We're going to bust all of them tonight, and for sure it's going to take us a little while, but hopefully we're going to have some fun getting it done. Meanwhile, we will go over a little information before we start ripping, and we may also have a couple of teams available in the Leaf football break. We'll check on that again in a minute. My feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. So a little win-win there. And of course, the other part of the message that you see now is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. This is a look at what is coming up in the days ahead. So Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. On Monday night, we're going to break 3. I don't know why I keep leaving that out. Every single night, I leave out the number of them, and I don't quite know how I managed to do that. It is 3 2020 Gold Rush Multisport autographed jerseys, spot sold by first letter of the name on the jersey. They are all listed in the football category. Multi-signed jerseys, a separate bidding spot for that break. Court Kings basketball by the half case and a half case of Tier 1 baseball, which actually is incorrectly listed as break number 1 in the on eBay. It's really break number 3 of that product. It's the first half case break, but it's the third product break. So I kind of messed that one up. But anyway, that's what it is. Loose boxes on both Court Kings and Tier 1. Tuesday night, we're going to break an inner case of Diamond Kings baseball. I believe that is the last of the Diamond Kings that we'll have for this year. On Wednesday, we will have one new release that is clearly authentic baseball. We will break that by the full 20-box case. Then we're going to break 3 boxes of Sage Aspire football. It's a new product from Sage this year. I don't normally break Sage, but this one looks pretty good. Guaranteed a first-round quarterback in every box, guaranteed a first-round wide receiver and a first-round defender, and a first-round random draft pick in every box. 24 autographs, all hits, so we're talking about, 72 hits in that break. And then we will break a single box of 2019-20 National Treasures basketball, and that one is a loose box. So that's what the days ahead look like. Here's what you need to know about what we are working on tonight. Flash football is going to be our first break of the night. Topps Finest baseball second. Prizm baseball our third break of the night. We usually try to do them. The ones that are fastest go first. The ones that take longest are later. So Flash will be first, Finest second, Prizm third. I am hoping to have all of that out the door and on the way to you approximately Wednesday. As always, that is plus or minus a day. Some of it may get out a little bit faster than that. Some might go out on the actual date projected. And every once in a while, something might go out a day later, but we try to avoid that, of course. I don't think consolation cards will come into play for Finest or Prizm. It's a remote possibility for Flash football. So it works like this. Because it is a paid shipping break, if you were to get skunked and your team did not pull a card of any sort in a break tonight, base or anything, you would still get a package in the mail. It will ship out when the rest of the break goes out, and it would have consolation card or cards in it. I'm going to bring you back to me for a moment while I check and see if we still have unpaid teams here. There's only this first break is the only one where we had unpaid stuff, and naturally we still do. I should have known we weren't going to get through a whole night without having some unpaid stuff. So I have got the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans available. I need to find a home for the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. So preference would go to somebody who wanted to pick them both up. If we need to move them out individually, we can. Looks like the Panthers went for 23 and some change. The Texans for 22 and some change. Altogether, they were 45 and some change. So throw out an offer if you're interested in that, please. We need to find homes for the Panthers and the Texans in this break because somebody bid and didn't pay. Yeah, we can thank somebody for hosing us up on that. Give me a second here. I'm going to mark the spreadsheet so that I know that which ones are unpaid, and then I'll take a look and see who might be interested in them. So give me just 1 second here. What did I say it was? Panthers and Texans, right? I think that's what I said. Panthers and Texans. All right. Yeah, somebody last night stuck me with three unpaid teams, and nobody picked them up. That was not fun. Nicholas, you are offering 40 for the pair. They're yours, all yours. You got it. We're not going to waste any time tonight. We got a lot to work on, so we are going to send it right on over to you. I am typing in for you. You may know this, Nicholas, but in case you don't remember it, there is my email address, and if you want to shoot that over by way of PayPal, while you are doing that, I'm going to go in here, cancel them out on eBay, update the spreadsheet, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll. So give me 1 second here to get that done. And they're going to be all belonging to you, Nicholas. Let me get the spreadsheet updated here. And I said Panthers and Texans, yeah. And hopefully you're doing well, Nicholas. I haven't seen you in a while, so I hope you're doing well, too. All right, we got that part done. And let's get to part B here. So Ryan, again, for those of you who maybe weren't watching when we went through the order, once again, guys, Leaf Flash Football is first, Finest Baseball is second, Prizm Baseball is third. That's the order that we are breaking in tonight. So Flash Football, followed by Finest Baseball, followed by Prizm Baseball. That's how we're rolling through things tonight. And I've got just one more little task to do here to get this closed up, and then we're going to be ready to go, I believe. Come on here. What is this doing to me? It's giving me grief. And speaking of, actually, you know what? Since apparently we've got some people that jumped in after the fact, we'll just hit this again. So, guys, Wednesday and gals is your projected shipping date, plus or minus a day. Could go out a day earlier, could go out a day later, targeting Wednesday. If anybody gets skunked and gets no hits at all, not even a base card, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it. Always that way when we are working on paid shipping breaks like we're doing tonight. And that also, again, was the order. Flash Football, Finest Baseball, Prizm Baseball. So first up, 12-box case of 2020 Flash Football. This everything tonight ended tonight on eBay, which is Friday night, the 19th of June. Big new release day. We're not even breaking all the stuff that came out today. That's how much came out. And we've got our team names there on the left-hand side, our winning bidders across from each team, noting there that Nicholas was kind enough to pick up the Panthers and the Texans from the person who did not pay for them. And everybody else, you'll see your name across from it there. And of course, if you're in one of the baseball breaks, you will get a chance to see your name up in lights shortly. Meanwhile, background got blurry. Don't worry. Did that on purpose. We'll be able to see what we need to see out of that. So Leaf Flash Football. It is, hang on 1 second. It is, of course, a product that is all hits. There's no base in here. It is all, oh yeah, knocked over a thing of top loaders. It is all autograph hits in here, and the nice thing about it is they're all ready to go. They're in sleeves, they're in top loaders. It usually makes for a reasonably quick break when you do a Flash or any Leaf product for that matter. They package them all the same way. And of course, Leaf does not have the NFL license. Panini's the only one that has the NFL license. So these guys may appear in all-star uniforms, collegiate uniforms. Some of them could even be in, I don't really think they will be in this product, but occasionally you might find one in an NFL uniform even where the, you know, it's just airbrushed off the logo and that sort of thing. But regardless of what uniform you see them in, because this is a product that doesn't list a team name or a city name, the players will go to their current teams. So active players go to current teams. Anybody who wasn't drafted, if they have signed a deal with the team since the draft, they are going to go to the team that they have signed with. And what else do we need to know about Flash? If we were to find any veteran players in here, I don't know that there are any. Last year there were a couple. I don't know if there are any this year. But if we did find players in here that are veterans. Again, active would go to current team. Retired players would go to the team that they played for the longest. And of course, all that fun information and lots of other stuff like it you can find in the listing description under the special circumstances area. All right, so, and let's catch up on chat while I'm getting this open. Ryan is here, and George is here too. George, you said, are there any open spots? No, we had just the 2 unpaid that Nicholas was kind enough to pick up, and everything else is paid up tonight. So we were mostly paid tonight, which is awesome. Appreciate you guys doing that. Nicholas, I'm glad to hear that you are doing well. I am doing fine here too. Getting a little tired of being housebound. But you know, it seems like, I don't know, every time you think, well, maybe things could loosen up a little bit, there'll be another big bunch of stuff pop up. So I guess for the time being, we're still mostly staying home, staying out of places as much as we can anyway. Hi, T-Man, you're here too. Ryan's wishing everybody good luck. Jacob wants to know how long Flash will take. Probably about 35 minutes, give or take 10 minutes on either side. So I'd say anywhere from a 25 to a 40-minute window, or 45-minute window, but probably around 30 minutes, something like that, in that neighborhood. So, George, you said I should have sold you something. I tried, man. I've tried. Stang Lover says he's going to make popcorn between Flash and Prizm. Well, I like the sound of that. Maybe come over and give me some. Nicholas, you need the Steelers. You want to know if I have another case of this? I think I do. It's not here yet, but I think I have another one coming. Normally, I have tons of this stuff, and I swear to you, they really did not give me very much. They're saying they don't have enough, so I don't know. But anyway, I think we do have another case or two. It's just still in transit. All right, so some of these that I know, I'll call them out. If I don't, just understand I will look them up later, and they're going to go to current teams. So Courtney Davis, numbered to 10. I do not know where he goes. Next up is Adam Troutman. He's another guy I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not batting well so far, am I? Then we have Harrison Bryant up. And Harrison Bryant goes to the Browns. And then Kenneth Murray. And Kenneth, let me take a peek. I always want to call him wrong. Kenneth Murray goes to the Chargers. And then we have a little Henry Ruggs III. And Henry goes to the Raiders, I think. I think Henry Ruggs is a Raider. Of course, Stang Lover is here, so sometimes he fills in the gaps on some of these that I don't know. He's pretty good about having them memorized. T-Man needs Ravens, Cowboys, Jags, Rams, and Vikings. All right, nice list. And let me see what Robert has to say here real quickly. Pennsylvania is getting lower and lower because your people are following the protocol. Yeah, my sister lives in Pennsylvania, so she's glad that things are starting to loosen up there for sure. Numbered to 15, that is Charles Warner. And Charles goes, where does he go? Or Charlie, rather, Warner goes to the 49ers. Austin Mack, numbered to 35. Austin goes to the Giants. And we have Jawan Johnson, numbered to 15. And he goes, I got to look him up, to the Saints. Raekwon Davis is numbered to 25. And Raekwon goes to the Dolphins. And then, ooh, Justin Herbert. Haha, how about that, Chargers? You like that, don't you? I believe you do. I'm going to just call it and say you do. All right, next up, it is Van Jefferson. And Van Jefferson goes to, the survey says, the Rams. Patrick Taylor Jr., numbered 225, goes to the Packers. He was an undrafted guy, but signed with the Packers. Julian Akwara, who I probably butchered his name, but he is the Lions. Albert, whose last name I cannot even attempt to remotely pronounce, and he is a Bronco. And then we have Jalen Rieger. Jalen is numbered to 35, and he goes to the Eagles. Nicholas said the first guy I saw that I didn't know, what's his head, Davis, Courtney Davis, he says he's a Viking, so thank you for that. You guys know I always go look it up, but certainly those in chat probably appreciate seeing it typed in there on the ones I don't know too. That was Chasen for the Jags. Next up, it is KJ Hamler. Lots of KJs this year. That one goes to the Broncos. Then we have LaMichael Pirine, and LaMichael goes to the Jets. Cole McDonald comes out next. I believe that said numbered 220, and Mr. Cole McDonald goes to the Titans. And then look what we have. How you like this? We're lingering on it for a minute because it's numbered to 25, and it's your number 1 overall draft pick, Joe Burrow. Sweet. This is why we like to have Leaf, isn't it? I know. We get all the good stuff out of Leaf pretty more easily than some other products, don't we? Michael Pittman Jr. Michael goes to the Colts. And then here's Jawan Jennings, numbered to 35. And Jawan Jennings, we saw him a minute ago, didn't we? Or did we have Jawan Johnson a minute ago? Wait a minute. This is Jawan Jennings. We had Jawan Johnson before, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Jawan Jennings is the 49ers. I got confused there for a minute. Brian Edwards, that is numbered to 20, and Brian Edwards goes to the Raiders. And we have Bryson Hopkins trying to come out of the top loader there. That one was numbered to 10, goes to the Rams. And then we have a Chenault that is a redemption. And the Chenault redemption goes to, I can't ever remember him, the Jags. All right, on to the Jags. Let's keep on trucking here. This is Troy Dye. Troy is numbered to 35, and I don't know if I have him even written down. The ones I tend to not remember, I try to write down. I don't even have him written down. So this guy, Troy Dye, I don't know where he goes. I'll have to look him up before he ships out the door because I'm not sure where he goes. Devin Duvernay comes out next. One of my favorite names out of this year's draft. It's Devin Duvernay going to the Ravens. Jermichael Hasty is numbered to 35, and he goes to the 49ers. Ooh, little Jake Fromm coming up. We've had a couple of nice quarterback hits. That goes to the Bills, of course. And who do we have here? C.D. Lamb. That's going to be the Cowboys with that redemption. Somebody typed in Dye is the Colts. Okay. All right. I just couldn't remember Troy Dye really at all. So I even remember seeing his name, but I'm sure I did. I just have blanked on it. Colin Johnson, that was numbered to 20. Colin goes to the Jags. James Prochet is numbered to 25, and James Prochet goes to the Ravens. A little Lynn Bowden Jr., that goes Raiders, and Kendrick Rogers is out next, and Kendrick goes to the Cowboys. And there's another Lynn Bowden right there back to back, same box, but that one numbered to 25. And of course, once again, the Raiders with the Lynn Bowden. Somebody else says Dye is the Vikings. Okay, so somebody said Dye was the Colts. Somebody else says Dye is the Vikings. So, of course, I'm going to look it up. So, whichever one is right, it will go to the correct team because I'll check it out before it ships out the door. Numbered to 35, it is Eno Benjamin. And Eno Benjamin is a Cardinal. Terrell Lewis comes out next. I got to look him up. I do not know him. Terrell Lewis, Rams. Then we've got Gabriel Davis out after that, and Gabriel Davis is a Bill. We've got ourselves a little printing plate, an autographed 1/1 printing plate. Oh, how you like that? Who is on there? Kendrick Rogers is on there. So Kendrick Rogers with the 1/1 printing plate going to the Cowboys. And Jerry Jeudy, there's one you want, and Jerry Jeudy numbered 5. I could do with the autograph not just being initials, but as a whole, it's a nice hit. So Broncos getting a good one there with Mr. Jeudy. Zach Moss, and Zach Moss goes to the Buffalo Bills. Khalid Kareem, numbered to 15. Khalid Kareem, I doubt I have that written down, and I don't remember him either. Yeah, so Khalid Kareem is one I'll have to look up. Albert, whose last name I cannot pronounce, comes out again. He's numbered to 5 on this one, and it is the Broncos. At some point, I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce his name, I guess. James Robinson. We're on a roll here. That's another one numbered to 5. And James Robinson goes to the Jags. And then you get Jalen Hurts comes out after that. It is numbered to 10, headed to the Eagles. Stanglover says he needs Phillips, Peoples-Jones, and Grant Delpit. All right. And somebody said the guy I couldn't remember they think is the Bengals. Okay, of course, you know on all of them, not that I don't trust you guys, I definitely do, but I still always look it up just to make sure that nothing's happened, you know. Sometimes people get traded or whatever. That is Brian Lewerke, numbered to 5. It goes to the Patriots. Then we have a Jake Breland. Jake is numbered to 25, and he goes to the Ravens. He was an undrafted kind of guy. Numbered to 35, it is A.J. Dillon. We got lots of A.J.'s this year, too, but A.J. Dillon is a Packer. C.J. Henderson out next. C.J. Henderson is the Jags, and we have a J.K. Dobbins redemption, and he's a Raven. Lots of initials this year, right? I mean, there's 2 or 3 KJs, there's 3 or 4 AJs, there's CJ, there's tons and tons of, and then there's JK. So there's tons of players that are initials this year. Cole Kmet goes to the Bears. Cam Akers redemption, a lot of redemptions, unusually so, and for a product from Leaf, it goes to the Rams. Oh, there's Jacob Eason, nice, to 35. So little Jacob Eason, of course, heads to the Colts, who were probably starting to get worried as to whether or not they were going to find him. Joshua Kelly is numbered to 5, and Joshua Kelly goes to the Chargers, followed by DeAndre Swift. Oh, yay. DeAndre Swift, of course, headed to the Lions. Got 1 box left to go, so it is time for last box mojo here. I don't know who we've got left we need to pull. I pulled a lot already tonight, but let's keep going, see what else we can find. It is Curtis Weaver, numbered to 35. That is the Dolphins. And then we have Tyler Johnson coming out after that. Tyler, let me take a little peek. Tyler Johnson is the Buccaneers. Antonio Gandy Golden. And Antonio goes to the Redskins. Here's KJ Hill. And KJ, we looked at that a minute ago, didn't we? He's the Chargers. Or maybe we had Hamler a while ago. I can't remember. And the very last one, look at that. The very last one, Last Box Mojo delivers, baby. There is a Tua redemption for the Miami Dolphins. So Tua Tagovailoa out for the Dolphins. So there's Leaf Flash, but you know what we're going to do is recap it. I'm not going to read it all off again. We're not going to look at the backs again because that would be just like doing the break from scratch. But what we will do is going to go through here and just let you take another little look at them as we go along. So there's Gabriel Davis, Terrell Lewis, Eno Benjamin, Lynn Bowden, Kendrick Rogers, Lynn Bowden, Prochet, Colin Johnson, C.D. Lamb, Jake Fromm, Jamichael Hasty, Devin Duvernay, Troy Dye, Redemption for Chenault, and Bryson Hopkins. Next up to, woohoo, with that redemption, KJ Hill, and somebody tried to slide off the stack there, Antonio Gandy Golden, Tyler Johnson, Curtis Weaver, DeAndre Swift, Joshua Kelly, Jacob Eason, Cam Akers, Cole Kemet, J.K. Dobbins, C.J. Henderson, A.J. Dillon, and Jake Breland. Then it is Brian Edwards, Jawan Jennings, Michael Pittman, Joe Burrow, Cole McDonald, LaMichael Pirine, KJ Hamler, Chasen, Rieger, the guy whose name I can't say, we're going to call him Albert O, Julian Aquara, Patrick Taylor, Van Jefferson, Justin Herbert, Raekwon Davis, Jawan Johnson, Austin Mack. Last little bit of the recap here is Charlie Warner, Henry Ruggs, Kenneth Murray, Harrison Bryant, Adam Troutman, Courtney Davis, Brian LeWerk, Jalen Hurts, James Robinson, Albert O again, Khalid Kareem, Zach Moss, Jerry Judy, and our one-of-one printing plate there that was Kendrick Rogers. So Leaf Flash Football is in the books. That is going to roll us into a case of Finest Baseball. But we've got to hit our information again. People tend to jump in and out. We try to catch everybody at some point. So here's the deal, kids. Hoping to have everything out the door on or before Wednesday. Some stuff may go before that. Some stuff may go on that day. Hopefully nothing goes later than that. But every once in a while, if something unexpected comes up, it could slide a day later. But my target is Wednesday. If anybody gets skunked in any of the breaks tonight, meaning you do not hit a single card of any sort, base or otherwise, you will still get a package in the mail. It's going to ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since these are paid shipping breaks, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. So we just finished Flash. We're going to do Finest Baseball next, and then Prizm Baseball will round out the night. So it is an 8-box case of 2020 Topps Finest Baseball. This, of course, is break number 1. It ended tonight on eBay the same night that we are breaking it, which is, of course, Friday night, the 19th of June. And once again, you will find the team names on one side, the eBay user ID up in lights across from your team there on the opposite side if you happen to be in this break of Finest Baseball, which is coming up next. So let's get that up and running here. Yeah, in addition to the 3 things that we're breaking tonight, the Sage Aspire football came out today as well, but of course we're not opening it until next week. And then Topps Pro Debut baseball came out today too, and I don't even have that scheduled yet. I don't usually break Pro Debut, but this year I decided to because they added some chrome variants into the jumbo cases of it, and I don't know, I thought it might be kind of fun to give it a go. I don't break a ton of stuff like that, or, you know, Heritage Minor League, I break like a case of it or whatever, not a ton usually. I don't know, I just thought it'd be fun, so that's what we're going to do. Let me get a little drink of water and we'll be off to the races here. So Finest Baseball, if you do not remember this product from years past, it happens to be another one where they give us 2 mini boxes inside a bigger box, which is the quote-unquote master box. Basically what that essentially means is it's a whole lot of packaging. Just a whole lot of packaging to get through. It takes us as long to get stuff out as it does to look at. Each of our mini boxes will have in it a chrome autograph. So we're looking for 2 per master box, 1 in each mini box. Now, of course, we hope we're going to find other parallels and things as well, but at least we know we're going to find the 2 autographs in each master box, which is again 1 per mini box. And hopefully some other nice numbered parallels and things along the way. We generally have pretty good luck with that in Finest. I would imagine it would be the same tonight, that we will have some other fun stuff to look at as we go along. And this one again, probably about a 40-minute break or something like that, give or take 10 minutes in either direction, but probably about 40 minutes to do it. So if you are waiting on Prizm, I'm going to estimate, you know, check back after maybe 30 minutes from now, but I would think surely by 40 minutes we would probably be ready to go with Prizm, or pretty darn close to it by then, if not totally ready. Let's see here. I got to catch back up on chat. Nicholas said, oh, he had 3 teams and got skunked in that. Oh, Nicholas, I am sorry, man. That is not fun. I am sorry to hear that. And Ryan said he got a goose egg too. T-Man, however, got 4 redemptions and a printing plate, so he did all right. And Staying Lover says he got 1 out of 4, so sounds like some of you did better than others, and I am sorry about that. It is never fun on those nights where you don't get what you're looking for. I know that. But maybe you'll have luck with the consolation stuff. Sometimes it works out that way. Getting a few little sleeves out on the table here, and we're going to be good to go. And that's just telling you that there's 1 autograph per box. Unlike Panini, who loves to say on average, you notice top says guaranteed in big letters there. So they take a little more ownership. They don't monkey around with it and say, oh, well, maybe. And they're just like, yep, that's what you're going to get. No on average. So we like that. That's good stuff. Okay. Let's see who we've got. So our base cards, of course, we're not going to spend any extra time on. We found our autograph pretty quickly out of box number 1. Second card we look at here, and it is headed to the Indians with Logan Allen. And of course you can see that that is also a refractor. Sometimes I may forget and call that a prism. It is the same thing. A prism and a refractor are the same thing. It's just, you know, Panini calls them one thing, Topps calls them another. So here's an example of another refractor, and that's Savali. That's the Indians. It's just a base refractor, but we will find some of those base refractors throughout. Then we have Finest Duels, and that, of course, featuring 2 different players on the card. Got Cincinnati Reds on it. It is Senzel and Aquino. It is not a refractor or anything, but it is a cool little insert there. And what do we have here? That's just an insert Finest first moment, it looks like. And unnumbered, but again, interesting, right? And this is a Brendan McKay for the Tampa Bay Rays. Another insert, The Man. That's the first one of those that we have seen tonight, too. I would imagine we'll find plenty more of them before things finish up. Oddly enough, all 3 refractors that we've seen so far have been the Indians. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, kind of. The first color of the night, it goes to the Philadelphia Phillies, and it is numbered to 150 with Rhys Hoskins. Anytime you see that pretty blue color in this product, you can expect it to be numbered to 150. There's the Man again, that one with Matt Beatty and the Dodgers on the front of it. All right, so that's kind of how things are going to roll as we go along here. Sang Lover, you said it's bizarre that none of the unsigned players were pulled in Leaf. Well, you know, I'm glad we didn't pull them, honestly. I mean, I don't like pulling unsigned guys. Right? We want to pull the guys who are on a roster. So, yeah, I'm glad we didn't get them. So, yeah, Kelly Bryant, I don't think he's going to end up getting signed. I think he would have been signed by now if he was going to. And then Corbin and Rourke, I don't know if either one of them will end up making a deal or not, but I don't think Kelly Bryant's going to be able to. He would have been able to by now. And Ryan needs the Mets in here. So he's looking for the Mets. We got a dual, baby, and it's a dual orange. Oh, nice. Number 225, the White Sox get Tim Anderson and Eloy Jimenez. Dual auto to 25 right off the bat. Oh, I'm loving that. Yes, indeed, kids. This might turn out to be a good case. That is Aristides Aquino, Cincinnati Reds, Prism, Refractor. See, I told you I would do that. Duals insert for the Yankees. The Man, there's the Punisher again for the Reds. And that for the Oakland A's, we've got Sheldon Noose with a refractor. This one for the Man is a refractor, and it is Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Doesn't appear to be numbered, but it is different from the others in the sense that it refracts, and the others that are the Man have not. And Tim Anderson for the White Sox. Jacob, you like that hit for the White Sox? Me too. I thought that's awesome. I absolutely love that hit. I think that is great. Nicely done there for the White Sox. So hopefully that's going to mean we've got a hot little case here, and we're going to find lots of awesome stuff. That's the goal anyway. Okay, the Man Gavin Lux for the Dodgers. That is a Prism for the Cardinals. A purple, first purple that we see. Purple, of course, will be numbered to 250 every time we see them. This is the Angels and Anthony Rendon. And our hit is green. Hey, it's our first green of the night. And it is the Texas Rangers. And you have a Nick Solak for the Texas Rangers, numbered to 99. Should be up there at the top. Green is pretty much always 99 in here. The Mets have a Polar Bear refractor. It was Pete Alonso. And there's a nice little duel for the Dodgers. Vlad Guerrero Jr., the Man, Toronto Blue Jays insert. So we're not doing too badly. So far, we've seen 3 autographs, and one was a dual orange to 25, and then we have one that's a green one, so numbered to 99, so we're not doing too badly. Or have we opened 4? I don't even know what we've opened, 3 or 4? 3. Yeah, 3. I was right the first time. Yeah, so 2 of the 3 is color. I can see about that. I like those odds. We just have to hope it keeps on rolling that way, don't we? That is Oakland A's with a refractor. Got some purple, numbered to 250. Philadelphia Phillies, Bryce Harper. I see a blue on the horizon. Acuna insert for the Braves. And our autograph is blue to 150. And that is Travis Demerit or something similar to that. You know I'm going to butcher it. It's the Detroit Tigers. Dodgers. That was Walker Buehler with a refractor. And their Marlins with a dual card. The Man, Dustin May. The Dodgers. Those inserts, just the base inserts, of course. If they're numbered or something, I'll let you know as we go through. But I guess technically I don't even have to call out the inserts, but I don't know, I do in here because they're interesting in here, the inserts, I think. Yeah, they are making up for lost time here, rolling out these products. I think next week we were supposed to have more than we do. It got moved. Shane Bieber and the Indians. But I know we've got a pretty good little lineup, I think, still coming next week, too. Maybe one on Wednesday and 2 or 3 on Friday. So we'll be busy again next week as well. Our first gold of the night, gold, of course, numbered to 50 in this product. San Diego Padres have an Eric Hosmer to 50. And here's Ichiro. So the finest moments, of course, there'll be a whole series of inserts for Ichiro finest moments. Now that one, or finest careers, rather, I'm sorry. Finest careers he is. So that's the first one we've seen tonight for that, but there should be other versions of it. It's normally the way it works. The Mets and Jacob deGrom had a refractor there. The Man, Brian Reynolds, and the Pirates. There's a duel for the Cubbies. And our autograph, it is Yamamoto. And Yamamoto comes out for the Marlins, and that is on a finest first moments insert. Texas Rangers with a little refractor there to round that one out. I always show you the inside of the box so we know all the packs that come out of there, you know? I've always kind of done that. So if those of you who might be new, you're going, why do you keep showing us the inside of the box? That's why. And truthfully, every once in a while, there'll be a pack or something stuck in there that it's fallen in behind a little. Some of those boxes have inserts in them, and you wouldn't know it if you didn't do that. Acuna for the Braves. A purple to 250. It is headed to the Padres with Trent Grisham. And there is a base prism for the Marlins with Diaz. Refractor. You can tell I've been breaking more panini recently, can't you? Yeah. A Brendan McKay finest moments insert. Another Dustin May Dodgers duel again for the Pirates. And unbelievably, we have ourselves another autograph for Yamamoto. This one on the base refractor. The other one, of course, was on the finest first moments. But they both came out of the same master box. There was one Yamamoto in each mini box. Well, not necessarily. I guess I mixed them up there. So maybe they didn't necessarily come out of the exact same one. And then the Astros had a refractor go by there. So yeah, I forgot about that. Once I took them out of the Masters, they're kind of mixed up there. So it didn't necessarily come out of the exact same one. Jacob says he needs a big hit. He wants a big hit to show up. You and me both. I always like to hit the flaming hot stuff. So we will do our very, very best to get that going tonight. There's the Man and Carter Keyboom. Nationals. I don't think I said Nationals, but it is. And that is, of course, A.J. Puck. The ever-present A.J. Puck came out for the A's. There's Aristides Aquino and a Pete Alonso insert for the Mets. There's Royals insert. And our autograph, it is the Oakland A's Sheldon Neuse for a refractor autograph. And then we've got a refractor for Max Scherzer, and the Nationals wrap up that little mini box. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has come out recently that takes longer to break, so I'm I had gotten, of course, all caught up on everything when they weren't printing stuff. And now all of a sudden I look around and it's like, oh, wow. Our storage room is full again of product. It just seems like yesterday that we had gotten it down to a reasonable level, and it's right back up there. It was Jordan Alvarez insert for the Astros, a prism for the, or refractor for the Astros with Verlander. That's Finest First, Kyle Lewis, Mariners, Rhys Hoskins insert for the Phillies. There's the White Sox, or the Rockies, rather. I'm sorry, that's the Rockies. Got White Sox on the brain tonight. Our autograph, it's the Dodgers, and looks like Matt Beatty with a refractor auto for Los Angeles. And then the Cubbies and Javi Baez with a refractor. Oops, did I not? Oh, there it is. Thought maybe I missed cutting the plastic on that one. We'll see how long we make it tonight before the neighbors start setting off the fireworks again. I mean, they've been setting them off every night, basically since the 1st of June. Well, really like 3rd or 4th of June, but pretty much the whole month. So I can't even imagine what they'll do on the 4th of July because they've been pretty busy already. Mike Yastrzemski, the Giants. Blue, number 2, 150. You have got Tim Anderson and the White Sox. There's another Finest Careers there for Ichiro. And whoops, that was a refractor for the Mets with the Med Rosario. The man, that's Dylan Cease, insert White Sox, San Diego Padres. And our autograph hit. It is the Detroit Tigers, and it's Travis again. We hit a Travis earlier, I believe, didn't we? New York Yankees, look who it is. Garrett Cole, photoshopped in his Yankees uniform for a refractor. Because, well, I mean, you know, he had to be photoshopped in there since we haven't really had an opportunity to see him. I guess they could have taken it as spring training, but they didn't because they've been using that image. The wonders of Photoshop. Somebody gets traded, and the very next day you can buy a card of them in their new uniform. Okay. Robert, nice. The man for White Sox. Maybe we'll find an autograph of him. Tampa Bay Rays, purple to 250. It is Charlie Morton. And there's a refractor, Greinke for the Astros. The man, Jorge, for Kansas City Royals. Acuna, etc. Duels for the Braves. The autograph goes to the Houston Astros, and it is Abraham Toro. Comes out way more than the one you probably are looking for, which is Jordan Alvarez. Shohei Ohtani with an Angels refractor, and that wraps up that mini box. So we have 6 mini boxes left, which is the equivalent of 3 master boxes. So we're a little over the halfway point of this. A shade over it anyway. And of course, any of you who might have jumped in midway, Prizm Baseball will be following the conclusion of Finest here. Francisco Lindor and the Indians with the man. And that is the Astros, Yuli Gurriel with the refractor, an insert for the A's, an insert Biggio for the Toronto Blue Jays. There's some dual for the Indians. And here comes our autograph. Let me get some of this other stuff cleared out of the way, and we'll grab this fine fellow here for the Braves. And you've got a base Austin Riley refractor autograph for Atlanta. The Twins, that was Jose Barrios with a base refractor. Yeah, so it's Major League Baseball. Did they make any progress today? I didn't have an opportunity to even review any of that stuff tonight. I was trying to get everything, spreadsheets ready and invoices out and messages answered and all that fun stuff, and I just ran out of time. Did they make any progress today? The man, A.J. Puck. Or are we still sitting in the same place that we were? Green, numbered to 99, that is Vlad Guerrero Jr. And the Toronto Blue Jays, there's a refractor for the Cubbies with Alzolay. The man, Will Smith for the Dodgers. There's a dual for the Oakland A's. And our autograph, it's Nolan Ryan for the Rangers. Oh, you know I love that. You know I do. That is all kinds of awesome. That is a finest moments Nolan Ryan autograph for the Texas Rangers. I love it. I do. That's such a nice hit. Congratulations, Rangers. The White Sox with a refractor for Zach Collins. Oh, yeah, that Nolan Ryan is sweet, isn't it? I don't know who has the Rangers tonight, but whoever it is, congratulations. Haha, Cardboard Chasers. He likes that Nolan Ryan, too. Yep, indeed. I'm with you on that. Very awesome hit. Bryce Harper insert, Phillies. We have got purple to 250. Tim Anderson for the White Sox. That is the Devers refractor for the Red Sox. An insert for the Dodgers with Dustin May. One for Juan Soto and the Nationals. One for the Phillies with the dual. And our autograph hit goes to the San Francisco Giants. And the Giants have Mauricio Dubon. Houston Astros, Jose Altuve, refractor. Oh no, Stang Lover says he got outbid on the Rangers. Oh man. Oh yeah, that one's painful. I understand that. Ooh, Nate's giving us an update here. And hi, Ryan. Ryan liked the Nolan Ryan too. Nate says, Major League Baseball told the players they would not respond to their last proposal and they would not play more than 60 games this year. Okay, so that's the latest development. I mean, truthfully, I thought once we got to the league giving up the whole idea of reducing their prorated salaries and just saying, fine, we'll give you the 100% that you've been asking for this whole time. I thought it was more or less a done deal. I mean, you know, Manfred flew over there, met with Tony Clark, left there thinking he had a deal in place, and then the Players Association tweets out, oh, no, there's no deal in place. We're not done, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it sounds like the players are really causing, I don't know, some kind of issues. That was Hira and the Brewers for the man. I mean, I'm sure they're legit requests that they want, but they've gotten the big things that they wanted, and they're still not playing. As Yu Darvish to 150, Cubbies blue. which, I mean, for their health might not be a bad thing anyway, truthfully. That is Giancarlo Stanton, refractor for the Yankees. Tatis for the Padres. And the Nationals with the dual. Oh, yes. You know I love this autograph. I'm really digging this case. I really am. I like what we've pulled so far, and now I really like this because I'm a huge Cincinnati Reds fan. It's the Punisher. Aristides Aquino, blue parallel, numbered to 150, going to the Cincinnati Reds. Go Reds. White Sox, Tim Anderson, refractor. We are down to 2 mini boxes, which technically would be our last master box. So we're going to go ahead and call last box mojo on this, even though there's 2 minis left. It's technically kind of the last box. So let's see if we can't get our mojo in gear and pull some more fun stuff. Pull something else incredibly awesome. That's going to be my goal. Stang Lover, you said some hot smoking Cardinals hits are waiting for you in Prizm. All right, man, I like the way you think. Let's do it. Let's find you some nice St. Louis hits in Prizm. Austin Riley, the man, the Braves. The man, the myth, the legend. And that is for the A's with a refractor. Marcus Semien. There's Finest First Moments, Jordan Alvarez. There's a Gleyber Torres, the man. Those, of course, Astros and Yankees, respectively. The Brewers with the dual. Ooh, I see a little gold, which means our autograph is to 50. Yes, it is. It's the Indians, who already had themselves a nice hit earlier. You get this to 50 with Carlos Carrasco. There, did it? No, still butchered it. Daggone it. It's a refractor for the Royals. Oh, why? Why can I hear the way it sounds in my head and it tries to come out of my mouth and it sounds like I'm a Muppet all of a sudden? I don't know. I can't. And not even one of the Muppets that speaks plainly. I'm like Beaker or something. I don't know. But anyway. All right, last chance for an autograph right here, coming up in a minute. The man and Bo Bichette for Toronto, numbered to 250. It's another Oakland A, imagine that. And that is Sean Murphy. Lots of Oakland A's in every product this year. Kirsch for the Dodgers with a base refractor. There's Finest First Moments, Nico, Cubbies. And a Mike Trout, the man, for the Angels. There's a dual for the Angels. Looks like our last autograph is going to be blue, numbered to 150. And it's going to the Cubbies. So there is your rookie, Nico Hornerer, out for Chicago Cubs. And our last refractor, it's the Dodgers and Mr. Cody Bellinger. So... all right, now then, we have a little recapping to do. Give me just a second here to get some organization happening, and then we will take a quick little run through this stuff. So we had one, the man, that was a refractor, and it is Bryce Hopkins, or Harper. Bryce Harper. Why did I say Bryce Hopkins? Bryce Harper for the Phillies. And that's the man we saw that was a refractor. The others were not. These are base, but they are the only two we found here of Finest Careers for Ichiro. Again, there's different ones of those that comprise the set. So anybody who might be chasing it, that was, I believe, number 2 and number 4 of the Ichiro Finest Careers. Of course, all of our purple are numbered to 250. Let's just sort them out that way. Our green will be numbered to 99. Our blues to 150. And then, of course, we have the single gold in here to 50. So to 99, that is headed to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Padres get our gold to 50. For our blue to 150, we've got Phillies, White Sox, and Cubbies. For the purple to 250, we have the Phillies, the Angels, Padres, Rays, Oakland A's, and the White Sox again. So those are the numbered cards in Finest that did not or do not have autographs attached. Now, the autograph hits. Nico to 150, Cubbies. Carlos to 50 for the Indians. Aristides to 150 for Cincinnati Reds. The Houston Astros are San Francisco Giants. Mauricio. Nolan Ryan and the Texas Rangers. Oh, I do love that. We have to look at that just a minute, don't we? Have to linger on that one a minute. Mr. Riley comes out for the Braves. Then you've got the Astros with Toro, followed by Travis Demeritte for the Tigers. And then you have a little Matt Beatty for the Dodgers. The Oakland A's have Sheldon Neuse. Got a couple of Yamamotos. There's one of them for the Marlins. The other one is on a Finest First Moments for the Marlins. And there's another one for Travis. This one is numbered to 150. It's the blue parallel for the Tigers. We got a green parallel here for the Texas Rangers, numbered to 99, Nick Solak. This little beauty, the only orange autograph of the night, it is numbered to 25. It's a dual, headed to the White Sox. It's Tim Anderson and Eloy Jimenez. Nice hit as well. We got it started with the Cleveland Indians and Logan Allen. So that is Finest Baseball for tonight, which means we are now going to head into some Prizm Baseball. And Prizm, of course, is going to take us longer than anything else we've worked on tonight, so that's why we saved it for last. It's definitely going to be the longest break of the night. Let's go ahead and get our spreadsheet set up for this. So, Wednesday is when I expect to have everything out the door and on the way. Some things might go earlier, some things might go on the day of. I hope nothing goes later, but if something unexpected happens throughout the week, it is always possible that something could slide a day later. But Wednesday's the goal. I don't believe anyone got skunked in Finest. I don't think anyone will go without pulling cards in Prizm either. But if you were in Flash earlier and you were one of the teams that did not pull a card of any sort, you will still get a package in the mail. It's going to go out when the rest of the break ships out, and it will have consolation card or cards in it for you. And we are rocking through a 6-box half case of Prizm Baseball tonight. Also ended tonight on eBay, same day it released, same night we're breaking it, Friday night, the 19th of June. Team names are on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from each team there on the opposite side. And this is, of course, the start of a new case. So we have to do things a little bit differently in the sense that I'm going to take all 12 of the boxes out. I will number each of them, and then we will use random.org to determine for us which 6 we open right now and which 6 will be opened in the next break of Prizm. So first things first, I got to get all 12 of these bad boys out of here. And then our dear, dear friend, random.org, will do the heavy lifting and figure out for us which ones are tonight and which ones are the next break. I got to get them out of here first. Boy. And they're huge boxes. You know, the trend has been in recent years for packaging to get smaller on trading card releases, but the packaging for Prizm is always huge. Except for like Prizm Choice, I guess. Some of those are smaller, but oh man, these last 4 I gotta extract them. That takes, hang on a second. You're gonna probably see the camera move when these come out of here. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes you got to turn it upside down to get the last of them out of there. They are wedged in there tightly. Okay. Now, random is done the same way every time. When I have 9 or fewer items in a list, I do random 3 different times. Only the third one counts and is the determining random. When we have 10 or more, we do it only once, and wherever it lands, it lands. Obviously, we've got 12 boxes in here tonight, so we're only going to need to do random 1 time. If I can get you on the same page I'm on, we'll be all right. There we go. All right, there's our 1 through 12. Let's see what Lucky Random gives us. That is 6, 5, 1, 7, 3, 10. All right, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. All right. 1, 3. Oh, I left you on the wrong page. Shoot. Hang on. You don't want to look at that, do you? 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's easy. We'll move 10 over here and grab 8 off the bottom. And we're going to be good to go. Woohoo! All right. So give me 1 second. I need to get these other 6 put back in their case, and I'll be right back with you. All right, prizm time. So prizm, we are looking for the ultra rare gems insert and tiger stripe parallels. So you know how Panini is, okay? They don't really call things case hits. They call them ultra rare because sometimes they don't show up in a case. Let's just be real. And other times you get more than one in a case. And then their favorite thing, 3 autographs per box on average. So on average means, well, a couple of things. First off, it means it's a little CYA for them in case they mess up and don't give us the hits that we're supposed to have, which happens occasionally, not frequently, fortunately, but occasionally. And then the other thing that can mean is that sometimes they replace 1 or more hits with a Panini Rewards Point card. If we find Rewards Points cards, well, we'll use random.org again, and that's how we'll find a home for them at the end of the night. Now, there's a massive amount of this that is going to be just base. And then, of course, there will be some inserts that will probably be base inserts, and we'll find some prisms in here, some silver prisms. We'll find, I'm sure, some prism inserts, obviously our autograph hits, and the other stuff we'll just have to take a look at it as we get to it. Now, things that are just base or even base inserts, we might go a little slower through this first box just so we can all become familiar with the various types of inserts that we're going to see. In subsequent boxes, we will move through that at a pretty good clip if it is not numbered or prism or autograph or in some other way unique. We will kind of keep on trucking through most of that stuff. Because there's a lot of cards in each one of these boxes. And if you dwell on every one of them, we would be here all night. So we look at the important ones and we kind of cruise on through the ones that are less interesting, like the base. Okay, so there's an example of just a silver prism, and it is, of course, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Those are not going to be numbered when we see them. And here is our first blue one. This one is Austin Meadows and out for the Tampa Bay Rays. And our blue prism also appears to not be numbered. And of course, I'm always thinking of Panini, or of Topps, where blue is 150, and it's not that way in Panini, so I always have to catch myself. Lumber ink, that's an example of another just insert that we'll see plenty of. That was a base one, not a prism. It was Bryce Harper and the Phillies. If I accidentally call a prism a refractor, just know that they are the same thing. A prism and a refractor both just mean they have a nice little shiny rainbow of colors when the light hits it, like that one. This is top of the class insert. It is Bobby Witt Jr. It is a prism, but it is not numbered. See, I started to say refractor. Josh Bell and the Pirates, another blue one, again unnumbered. In subsequent boxes, we will not be turning over the stuff that we know isn't unnumbered. We're just doing it in the first box so everyone gets a feel for what is what. This is a silver prism Yordan Alvarez, and that, of course, the Houston Astros. A lot of this other stuff that is prism will ultimately be sleeved later. We're not going to do all of this live. We'll do select things live. It's Ken Giles for the Blue Jays. That was red and also unnumbered. Because if I stopped to sleeve everything as we were going, once again, it would keep us here much longer than you might think that it would. All right, this is Hanser Alberto, and that one is numbered. It is numbered to 99 for the Baltimore Orioles, and it is a red wave pattern. It's the first numbered one that we've seen tonight. Here's another blue unnumbered. This is Lance Lynn for the Texas Rangers. Hi, Daniel. This is our prism break. We've already broken Finest Baseball tonight, and we've already broken our football, which was flash football. So this is our prism baseball break. Cody Bellinger Fireworks base insert. There's an instant impact Yelich for the Brewers. So again, on that kind of stuff, we will, that when it isn't a prism or numbered in subsequent boxes, I won't stop and call that out. We just do that going through the first box. This is blue. It is the Mojo pattern. As such, it should be numbered on the back. Caleb Smith and the Miami Marlins. It is numbered to 175. Blue Mojo for Miami. And there's Nick Solak. Rangers won't be numbered. On the base red and blues we have found are not numbered, of course. And Warming in the Pen. That is another insert series. First we've seen of it. There's a Brilliance insert. Non-prism, not numbered. But since it's the first time we had seen them, I figured we'd take a little extra look, a little extra peek. First autograph, well, fittingly, it would be an Oakland A, wouldn't it? They come out of everything. And this is Jesus Luzardo for the Oakland A's, the first autograph we see. It's a top of the class base insert. This, I would think, would be numbered, and it is Aaron Judge for the Yankees. I'm going to call this gold. You never know what Panini would call it, but I'm going to call it gold. It's numbered to 100 for the New York Yankees. And we've got another one right behind it. So Verlander for the Astros should also be numbered to 100, and that one's numbered to 10. So, all right. So obviously we're going to call this one orange then. See, I called it gold. It's really orange. That's to 100. This is really gold, numbered to 10, which to me looks more yellow, but really it's got to be gold because it's to 10. So, yeah, they don't have much difference in their two colors, in my opinion, of those two. That was the White Sox for Dylan Cease. Fireworks insert, another instant impact. We've got a red DeGrom for the Mets. And behind that, we've got a little Mookie Betts here for the Dodgers, and it is numbered to 75. Numbers Game is the name of the insert, and numbered to 75. Detroit Tigers, numbered to 99. Our second autograph is for Willie Castro, going to Detroit. Illumination, Chris Bryant and the Cubbies. And it is numbered to 125 for Chicago Cubs. There's a blue Verlander Astros. Nico with a silver prism for the Minnesota Twins, Nico Goodrum. There's a red Kyle Seager, Mariners. And our third autograph out of box number 1 heads to the Dodgers. It is Edwin Rios with a base autograph for the Dodgers. All right, so that is what each box is going to look similar to that. So as we go through our subsequent boxes, I'm not going to flip over the reds and the blues because we have determined from looking through the first one that they are not going to be numbered on the back. Ditto with our base silver prisms. We know they're not going to be numbered. And now that we've had a chance to look at all of our inserts, I won't be calling out the names of base inserts that aren't prisms or refractors or anything like that. We'll just keep right on going through them. Ah, Daniel, you've got the Tigers in this break. All right, well, you're off to a good start then. I know, it takes forever to get everything out of the wrappers. And you can't just grab them and pull a little piece down like you can. Notice how easy it was in Finest. You could just grab that little piece and just whoosh, and the wrapper's open and it's faster and not as noisy. You can't do that with Panini's wrappers. They're made differently. I find it super frustrating. I wish it was the same type of wrapper, because you can just breeze through those. These take a little longer. All right, let's get with it. See what we've got. This is the first time we've seen a green one. I would assume this is going to be numbered. It is Marcus Stroman for the Mets, and it is numbered to 125. Right behind it, we've got the first autograph out of box number 2, and that is going to the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's actually the first time we've seen this insert. It's called Machines. And Stargazing, first time we've seen that one too, I think. So those, of course, were base, not prism, not numbered, but nonetheless, first we've seen of them. A silver prism, Eduardo Escobar. A red for the Indians. Scorching. Is that the first scorching that we've seen? 2? Maybe. Usually out of one box, you'll see the majority of the inserts you're going to see, but pretty sure we hadn't seen most of those in one of the other boxes, so look at that. Panini surprising us, aren't they? Silver prism warming in the pen. Marlins with Sanchez. There's a blue for the Padres, Munoz. Aha! We have got a Carlos Correa for the Astros, numbered to 50. And that is, I think they call that pattern snakeskin, right? I believe that's the one they call snakeskin, although I wouldn't totally swear to it. So many pattern names. I don't remember them all. Padres, Kirby Yates. A red stargazing Kershaw, Dodgers. And we've got a blue Mojo coming up. So, of course, the Mojo we've learned are numbered. Unlike our blue unpatterned that are not, blue Mojo are. Michael Chavez, that is numbered to 175 for the Red Sox. And that blue, of course, unnumbered there, Cincinnati Reds and Nicholas Castellanos. A new addition that we may or may not ever actually get to see play in a Reds uniform. Logan Allen, this is a blue scope pattern. It is the Cleveland Indians, numbered to 35. A red mojo, Matt Boyd, Tigers. Red mojo to 149. And then we have a red Dallas Keuchel base red for the White Sox, unnumbered. All right, so now is this orange or is this gold? I guess this is orange, right? I don't know. They look so similar. Yeah, okay, to 100, Mike Fiers and the Oakland A's. Soroka, Atlanta Braves, blue. Yeah, I mean with tops, like there's a big difference. Like the gold is definitely gold and the orange is definitely orange, but they're kind of similar colors, I think, for Panini. Whit Merrifield, that is an instant impact prism. It is not numbered, but we don't find a lot of those that are prisms, even though it is not numbered. So for whatever that's worth. A blue Brandon Woodruff. Milwaukee Brewers, of course. A silver prism for the Texas Rangers with Sensu Chu. Here's another red for the Tigers. Seattle Mariners are going to hit a Kyle Lewis, it looks like. It is numbered to 35. We like that plan. And that, again, your snakeskin parallel. That's a nice looking card. Mariners and Kyle Lewis to 35. And our other autograph, it is going to the Milwaukee Brewers. It is numbered to 75. Tyrone Taylor on a red parallel autograph for Milwaukee. All right, there you go. That is box number 2 in the books. Oh no, one of my distributor reps is texting me something. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It looks like, actually I already knew that, but it's good that he texted and told me anyway, that Spectra basketball moved from next week, and so did Chronicles Draft Football. Both of those were originally going to release next week, I think, and neither of them are now. They both moved to July. So he was texting to let me know that. So Prizm's always a great product. I always really enjoy it. I do wish, though, that they had fewer base cards. I mean, you know, just plain base, not the ones that are prisms or inserts or whatever. I don't know. I don't love the base in prism. I never have. Everybody likes the silver prisms, and we like all of our numbered stuff and our autographs, but there's so much base always in every prism product. And I always just think, man, could you like put in a little less? So I think it's something like 1,700 cards roughly in a case of Prism, which is that's a lot. That's a lot of cards. And it makes it a lot harder to break it by the full case because of just the volume that's in it. Kevin Newman for 125, the Pirates. And there's a red Justin Turner for the Dodgers.
So it's like, even if you don't mind setting and breaking it, which I don't really mind. I mean, it takes a couple hours to do a case of it, but I can deal with that. I'm all right with that. But when it comes to sorting it and shipping it, it's an absolute nightmare to do 1,700 cards of Prizm. And yeah, they need to cut that back. Has Chris Sale, Boston Red Sox, number 35, the scope pattern. And there's a red Alzolay for the Cubbies. I mean, tonight we would have always done it by the half case just because of the volume of breaks that we have tonight. But usually I prefer to break things by the full case, as you know. That is a Silver Prizm Toronto Blue Jays. And if they would make this like a 1,200 card case, it'd be about perfect. Mike Minor Rangers Blue. But they do not. They pour it on you. There is a Blue Mojo Lance Lynn Texas Rangers 175. AJ Puck. Well, you knew we weren't going to get out of here without finding his autograph. That is the Oakland A's and AJ Puck. I don't think that guy did anything for about 2 weeks but sign baseball cards. I mean, his autograph is everywhere. Alberto Red Orioles. His teammates are prolific in most of these products too, but not to the extent that AJ Puck is. I mean, that guy's got so many autographs out already. As a silver Jacob deGrom Mets. And a red Marte. As he's a Diamondback now. I was just getting ready to say the old team. And I caught myself. Diamondbacks now. It's so hard to remember. Some of these guys have switched teams on us, especially when we're not watching it to see them play to remind us. Gavin Lux, Dodgers 100. Daniel says he's this year's Cedric Mullins. Yeah, I mean, there was a decent amount of Cedric Mullins last year, I will grant you, but I do not believe there was as much Cedric Mullins as there has been AJ Puck. And he's in both. He's in Panini and Topps. You know, sometimes a player might be heavy in one, not as heavy in another, but he's heavy in both of these. Speaking of, there he is again. And that is numbered to 60 with a Silver Prizm Wave. A blue Bobby Bradley, Indians. Who tried to jump off my pile there? Trevor Bauer, that figures. He's a nonconformist. He didn't even want to sort right, did he? Seattle, Justin Dunn, the Mariners, numbered to 25. Woohoo! Look at the little cracked ice. Pretty. It's so pretty. Next up, our other autograph, Cubbies, Alzolay, numbered to 99, blue parallel. A red Mojo, Tim Anderson, White Sox, numbered to 149. A blue Gary Sanchez for the New York Yankees. Oh, sounds like the neighbors might be getting started tonight with their little fireworks. Lumber Inc., Trey Mancini, Baltimore Orioles, base Prizm. Blue, Sano, Minnesota. And a Mike Yastrzemski Silver Prizm, Giants. A red Sean Manaea, Oakland A's. And we're halfway home. 3 down, 3 to go here in Prizm Land tonight. Well, what I just... Oh, I didn't have my knife laying where it usually is. I don't know why. I laid it somewhere else, and I for a brief second, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Gosh, I did that earlier this week. I had the box cutter downstairs because a bunch of stuff had come in. And I was opening, obviously, stuff, the outer cartons, and the phone rang or something. And so I laid it down. I went to answer the phone. I came back, and I could not find the thing. I was like, I just had this box cutter 5 minutes ago. I know I didn't carry it off with me, and I could not find it. I did eventually, obviously, but I had to look for it for a couple, 2-3 minutes. Could not find it. To save my soul. Did not know where I had laid it down. It was right there. I have no idea if that was the first numbered White Sox card or not. We do, Nate, at the very end of the night, we recap all of the numbered cards, and we will recap the autographs as well. So we'll get a chance to go back through and look at it then, but to tell you the truth, I just don't remember. I've seen a lot of cards in here already, and this is, of course, the third break of the night, and my poor little brain just doesn't retain it. I remember it long enough to say it out loud, and that's about it. It's the hazards of multitasking. If I were not multitasking, I could probably repeat it all back to you, but since I'm kind of glancing over at chat and also talking to you guys and looking through the cards and trying to make sure I don't miss anything, I just, yeah, my poor brain, it doesn't have enough space in there somehow. I know, go ahead, make your jokes. But it's true. It's true. That's the deal. I need to get a little drink of water. You guys hang tight here a second. And all right. It's off to the races with box number 4. Nate says that would be hard to keep straight for 3 breaks in a row. You know what? Truthfully, I don't remember it half the time when it's only 1 break. I know that sounds awful, and it seems like you would be able to. And I know before I started breaking myself and when I would buy into other people's breaks and I would come in and ask a question like that, and I would think, how in the world do they not know that? They just looked at it all, you know, right? And if I'm watching it, I can remember all the good stuff that comes out. And I always wondered, why can't they remember that? And then as soon as I started breaking, I was like, oh, now I get it. Now I know why they don't remember it. This is Shane Bieber for the Cleveland Indians. It's numbered to 99. We've got a red base, not numbered, of course, Milwaukee Brewers and Lorenzo Cain. And then we've got a numbered Zach Collins for the White Sox, not coincidentally, numbered to 125. A silver prism J.D. Martinez, that's out for the Red Sox. A base blue, unnumbered Kansas City, Brad Keller. I don't know why I just flipped those blue ones when we haven't been, because we already established they're not numbered. But anyway, I did, so there you go. Richie Martin for the Baltimore Orioles. So I think that's our first Orioles autograph of the night, isn't it? I think it is. I think so, anyway. All right, we'll truck through our base and decided to try this. Get a bunch of base, get down to like the hits or the parallels in each stack, and then we can just stop and do all the parallels at once. I'm thinking that might be more efficient than constantly picking up, setting down, picking up, setting down. But we're going to find out, aren't we? Yes, we are. We'll compare and contrast. Whit Merrifield, Kansas City Royals. That is the Mojo pattern in the blue parallel, instant impact to 175. There is a base red Brian Abreu for the Houston Astros. We have an autograph for the Cubbies with Nico. So a little Chicago Cubby action there with your rookie Nico Hornerer. I'm feeling a little residue on the back of some of these, by the way. Whoops. I left one, didn't I? Scott Kingery for the Phillies with a base prism, silver prism, and then a red Caleb Smith for the Marlins. So most of you have probably opened a Prizm product before, and you know sometimes there's like little, I don't know, it's almost like little gritty stuff on the back. It's not exactly gritty, but it's off the edges of the cards, basically, or it's part of the coating or something, and sometimes you'll feel it. It's on the edges and the backs of these cards, like hanging out on there. I'm feeling it in this pack. And here we have a silver Prizm for my little Cincinnati Reds with Joey Votto. A red Danny Mendick for the White Sox. Blue Mojo, James Paxton comes out number 2/175 for the New York Yankees. Garrett Cole, Yankees, blue. And a red Acuna for the Braves. I'm going to grab this guy because he just was hanging out up there by himself. I don't know. It was bugging me because he just stayed up there. And so did one on that one, too. Apparently, I have trouble grabbing the bottom one, don't I? So it would seem. Alrighty. Let's stop and look again. We're going to start with the cracked ice because it's my man Aristides Aquino, the Punisher. And that is the Cincinnati Reds, number 225 with your rookie Aquino. A base blue Dubon, San Francisco Giants. Carlos Santana, Indians, silver Prizm Wave, numbered 260. A silver Prizm, well, a Prizm insert, and that is called Now on Deck. Is that the first time we've seen that insert? Maybe, arguably. And it was not numbered, but it is the San Diego Padres. And over here we have a base blue Giolito White Sox. I know there's the autograph sitting up there. I'm saving it because we're almost done. We're almost done with this box, so I'm saving it for a minute. I know, cruel and unusual punishment. Logan Allen, Cleveland Indians, number 225, cracked ice, pretty. All right, there you go. That one's in the books. Daniel says, banger hit. Are we talking about Aristides? I bet you are on the Aquino. Although, honestly, I like the Logan Allen, too, but I love the Aquino because, well, I'm a Reds fan, so. Stang Lover says, how about some Cardinals hits, man? What's going on with the Cardinals tonight? Yeah, what is going on with the Cardinals tonight, Stang Lover? Let's get them in gear. What do you say? We do indeed need to get the Cardinals to show up a little bit, don't we? They are MIA at the moment. You were talking about the Aquino? I thought you probably were. Yeah, he's been surprisingly elusive from an autograph standpoint. He's not coming out super frequently. I think I hit more Senzel last year in his rookie year than I have hit Aquino this year. Of course, we did have a big pause in new products, so we got a ways to go with baseball products this year, and he may start showing up more frequently down the road, but thus far, I haven't really seen him a whole lot. All right, kids. Let's see what fun and excitement waits for us here in box number 5. Hopefully some good stuff. Father's Day's this weekend. Don't forget. Gotta get our Father's Day groove on. Jacob deGrom. This is a silver wave and numbered 2. Should be 60, but yeah, it does say 60. And then we've got a blue Ramon Laureano, Oakland A's. A little snakeskin, Brandon Lowe for the Tampa Bay Rays. It is numbered 250. Over here, we find a silver prism for Justin Turner and the Dodgers, and a red Manny Machado for the Padres, alongside an autograph for the Atlanta Braves. It's Mike Soroka. Yeah, so my dad wants to do Father's Day tomorrow. So, he wants to do takeout. Obviously, we're not going to go in and eat in a restaurant. So I'm going to pick up takeout and then bring it to his house and watch the Belmont and bet on the Belmont. That's what he wanted to do for Father's Day. So that's what we are going to do. Of course, both he and my stepmom have been out and about amongst people way more than we have here at my house. So I'm kind of like, ooh, I hope I don't catch anything from you. No, but kind of, right? I'm like, do you think we could eat outside? I'm sure we won't, though, because we're going to be watching the Belmont, too. Rafael Devers in the Boston Red Sox, number to 175, Blue Mojo. A red Zach Collins, the White Sox. A red Josh Hader for the Brewers. Lumber Inc., Eugenio Suarez, Cincinnati Reds. Illumination Moncada, White Sox, blue. Is it numbered? It should be numbered. It isn't numbered. Huh, I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it would be. None of the other blue stuff is, but I somehow thought that would be. But it isn't. But it was a prism nonetheless, so. But, of course, I don't have a card for him either because, well, I didn't want to go in anywhere and get one because it takes a while to stand there and read through all the cards to find the right one. And then you got to touch them all, and who knows however many other people have been in there touching them. So I don't have one, and I kind of warned him of that, and he seemed okay with it. And I thought, well, all right, we'll be fine. And then my stupid sister has to show me up because she lives up in Pennsylvania. She's like, well, I put on my mask and gloves and I went in and got him a card and I've already mailed it. It's like, oh, thanks. Now I look like the big loser who won't go in the Hallmark store. Charlie Blackmon, silver prism for the Colorado Rockies. And there is a red base Joey Votto for the Cincinnati Reds. And I guess we're going to call this orange, aren't we? Stargazing, Kershaw, and the Dodgers to 100. We've got a red wave illumination, Bryce Harper for the Phillies, numbered to 99. And a red Michael Baez, Padres. And an autograph, imagine that, it's the Oakland A's and Sean Murphy with the blue parallel, and it was numbered to 99. You said take the card in the back, don't take the card in the front. Somebody else said that to me too, but of course if everybody's thinking that, then everybody's really literally just pulling from the cards in the back, and then the cards in the front might be the totally clean ones. No, actually what we are going to do is, I always have some generic cards around here for various things, or, Christmas, or obviously I can't use a sympathy card, or a birthday card or whatever. So we're going to take some card that we have for something else, and we're just going to mark through it and make it say like Happy Father's Day, lockdown style or quarantine style or something, and just, write some stuff on it. We're going to do ours like that because I am not going to go stand in there and look for one, despite the fact that my sister showed me up by going into a Hallmark and getting one of her own. But oh well, what are you going to do? Numbered to 149, that is a red Mojo for the Milwaukee Brewers. There's blue for the Philadelphia Phillies. Right after I said that, I thought, was that red? It really was blue. I don't know why for a second right after I said it, I thought I said the wrong color. Graterol, Dodgers, silver prism. A blue Conforto, Mets. Here comes the Texas Rangers. It is Jonathan Hernandez, numbered to 25 with a little more cracked ice. Lots of cracked ice tonight, isn't there? Indeed. Indeed there is. Alrighty. Yeah, Daniel says handmade is always good. Well, we're not going to exactly hand make the card. We're just going to take a card for another occasion and, you know, mark it up and make it for Father's Day and try to make it funny. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah, fortunately, he only wanted gift cards for his present. So I didn't even have to go in and get that. I was so lucky. They just shipped it right to his house. So, like, oh, yay. Now, I will have to go do the pickup tomorrow, but I think they'll bring it to your car. I think they're still doing that around here, so I shouldn't have to encounter anybody there. Stang Lover says, last box mojo time, and he's right. It is. I was going to say that, too, but he beat me to it. So, yeah, here at Last Box Mojo time, we got to kind of collectively focus our energy here and see if we can't bring forth the fire. I think we need to see some, don't we? I think we do. I know Stang Lover does. He needs some Cardinals. He hadn't seen much for his St. Louis Cardinals, so we got to try to bring it on home. Ooh, you're looking for a Detroit Tiger 1 of 1. That's a big mojo. All right, Daniel. We have got your big mojo request in. We'll see if it answers us or not. If it shuns us or rewards us, I don't know. We're going to find out here shortly. And what else have we got? All kinds of fun things left to find. I can never, ever remember the name of this pattern. I always want to say checkerboard, and I don't think that's really what it's called, but it is the first time we've seen it tonight, even though I can't remember the name of it. And it is Austin Meadows for the Tampa Bay Rays, and it's numbered 75. At least I think it's the first time we've seen it tonight. And then we have a red Devers for the Red Sox. A top of the class Hunter Bishop, and that is Prizm for the Giants. A blue Kyle Seager, the Seattle Mariners. A red wave, imagine that, the Oakland A's, Sean Manaea, numbered to 99. Ooh, Loaisaga for the Yankees. That's nice. Is it Loaisaga or Loaisaga? Loaisaga is always how I want to say it, and I think it's the opposite way, so I said it the opposite way, and then that didn't sound right either. So, anyway, you know who it is. You saw him. You know who he is. He's a Yankees. It was a good little hit for them. Manny Machado, San Diego Padres, 125 in the green parallel, and we've got a red Yamamoto for the Marlins. I know, I decided to just go right on through that stack. I didn't cut down and stop. I just went ahead and looked at them. Try it both ways. I don't know that one way might be a little faster than the other, but not by much, I don't think. Slightly more efficient probably to let them set and then go across each stack. But only slightly so. We have got a little Mike Trout Instant Impact Red Mojo for the Angels, and it is numbered to 149. There's a blue Yamamoto, the Miami Marlins, another Oakland A, and that's Jesus Luzardo, and it's Prizm. Autograph on that one. Sangler. I just looked over there and he says they haven't seen a puff yet except out of his ears. Oh, Stang Lover. He's having a hard time. His Cardinals are not hitting tonight. Did you not hit in flash baseball or flash football earlier? I thought you did hit in there. Did you not? I don't know. Now I've lost track of who has what team and what, but Nico, red, Cubbies. Silver Prizm, Jeff McNeil, New York Mets. A red James Paxton for the Yankees. A silver Prizm Hernandez for the Rangers, Jonathan Hernandez. And a blue Ken Giles for the Blue Jays. We're closing in on it, kids. Let's see what we can find in our last little bit here. A wave, Correa, Astros, 60. A blue illumination with Mr. Tatis for the Padres. That is unnumbered. A blue mojo. Man, another one for the Oakland A's. Sean Manaea, 175. A silver Prizm Colton Wong for the St. Louis Cardinals. At least you got to hear the St. Louis Cardinals name called before we got done. I know, he's like going, a silver Prizm, that's terrible. I know it is, but I don't know, man. Seattle Mariners, Marco Gonzalez, red. I was trying to get the mojo to deliver, but I know, Stang Lover, you need to buy the A's because they hit in everything this year. You need to always just like switch over. Just give up on your Cardinals for buying, not for watching them and being a fan, but from buying breaks. You need to just switch over and buy the A's because they come out so incredibly crazy. The Padres and Andres Munoz with a base Prizm autograph. And that's the last one of them. A few little base cards left, and that is our half case Prizm. Of course, we are going to recap our autographs and our numbered cards, and we will, after that, put up the shipping information again. If you missed it earlier and you want to know when you can expect your item to ship, you'll be able to find that out in a few moments, and then we'll also take another look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So this actually should be in there, and there's one more that should be in there. We are also going to take just a little spin through our unnumbered Prizms, mostly because I already set them out aside, so we might as well, right? All right, so there's an illumination for the White Sox and one for the Padres, and they're blue. They are Prizm, but they're not numbered. None of this is numbered. These are all going to be silver Prizms of some sort. So Cardinals, Rangers, the Mets, Giants, Dodgers, Rockies, Cincinnati Reds, Dodgers, Padres, Reds, Phillies, Red Sox, Giants, Orioles, Mets, Blue Jays, Rangers. Wait a minute, was there somebody stuck behind him? Yeah, there was. See, I thought so. Kansas City Royals. How is he? Uh-oh, we didn't get him in a... I somehow didn't sleeve him going through the first time. The Marlins, Diamondbacks, Twins, and Astros. So those are basically your Prizm inserts that are not numbered or autographed and not red or blue. So silver. Yeah, I should have just said silver up front instead of not red or blue, right? I don't know. It's been a long night, man. All right, this is numbered to 175. It goes to the Oakland A's. The Astros, numbered to 60. The Angels, numbered to 149. Padres to 125. The A's to 99. Numbered to 75, the Tampa Bay Rays. 149, Milwaukee Brewers. Numbered to 99, the Phillies. To 100, that's the Dodgers. To 175, the Red Sox. To 50, the Tampa Bay Rays. I thought that was numbered to 35, but apparently it is not. The Mets, numbered to 60. And then you've got the Cleveland Indians, numbered to 60. Numbered to 25, the Cincinnati Reds. Nice little Aquino hit there. 175, the Yankees. Kansas City Royals, 175. White Sox, 125. Number to 99, the Cleveland Indians. The White Sox to 149. Number to 60, the Oakland A's. To 100, the Dodgers. To 175, the Rangers. Number to 35, the Red Sox. To 125, the Pirates. Number to 100, the Oakland A's. 149, that is the Tigers. To 35, the Indians. To 175, Red Sox. To 50, the Astros. Numbered to 125, the Mets. The Cubs to 125. Mookie Betts as a Dodger, numbered to 75. Numbered to 10, the Astros and Verlander. Numbered to 100, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Numbered to 175, the Marlins. And numbered to 99, the Baltimore Orioles. Now, we will take a look at our autographs. Munoz, San Diego Padres. Jesus Luzardo for the Oakland A's. Jonathan Loaizaga for the Yankees. This is particularly nice because, well, it's to 25 in cracked ice. It's Jonathan Hernandez for the Texas Rangers. Sean Murphy to 99 for the Oakland A's. Soroka out for the Atlanta Braves. Another one that is cracked ice to 25. That's Logan Allen for the Indians. Nico, Cubbies. Richie Martin, Baltimore Orioles. Blue Parallel Alzolay to 99 for the Cubs. Another cracked ice to 25. That one Justin Dunn for the Mariners. A.J. Puck, you knew you were going to see him. That's the Oakland A's. Red Parallel, Tyrone Taylor, Milwaukee Brewers, number 275. Kyle Lewis and the Mariners, Snakeskin, numbered to 35. See, I knew there was a Snakeskin to 35 somewhere. That was it. Autographed for the Mariners. Domingo, Arizona Diamondbacks. Rios, Los Angeles Dodgers. Blue Parallel, Willie Castro to 99 for the Tigers. And Jesus Luzardo for the Oakland A's. All right, that is the break and the recap. As promised, I'm getting ready to give you a little information here about your anticipated shipping date and what is coming up in the days ahead. So Wednesday is my plan to have this out the door on or before Wednesday. Now, some of it may go before Wednesday. Some of it might go on Wednesday. And if something takes longer than I expect to sort or something unexpected comes up during the week, it could always go a day later on Thursday. But I'm going to try very hard to get it to you on or before Wednesday. Everybody pulled cards in Finest and Prizm. We do not need to worry about consolation cards there. If, however, you got skunked in Flash Football, meaning you did not pull a card of any sort, including base, you would still get a package in the mail. It will go out when the rest of the break ships because it is a paid shipping break, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. The days ahead look like this. Saturday and Sunday are off nights. On Monday night, we're going to open 3 Gold Rush Multisport autographed jerseys, and Zion Williamson is in that product, by the way. Spots are sold by the first letter of the name on the jersey, so Brady would go to B, Williamson to the W's, etc. All those are listed in the football category, and there is a separate bidding spot for any multi-sign jersey. There's a handful that you could possibly pull out of that product. We will also open half cases of Court Kings basketball and Tier 1 baseball. Those are both loose box breaks. Tuesday night, it's Diamond Kings baseball. That is a 12-box inner case break.
And on Wednesday night, we will have Clearly Authentic Baseball arriving. We'll open a 20-box case of that. Then we're going to open 3 boxes of Sage Aspire football. Sage has got a new deal happening this year. They've got a lot of the rookies signed to autograph deals, and they're guaranteeing each box has 1 first-round quarterback, 1 first-round wide receiver, 1 first-round defender, and an additional random first-round pick are guaranteed to be amongst the 24 autographs that are in each box. So, yeah, we're going to open 3 boxes of it, so we'll have 72 autographs in that break. And the checklist looks pretty good. I mean, Joe Burrow's in there too. In fact, there's the chance to pull a Joe Burrow Drew Brees dual autograph, which is kind of cool. The National Treasures basketball, it needs no introduction. We're going to break a 1-box break of that because I happen to have a loose box of it. And we're going to break that loose box of it on Wednesday night along with our other stuff. And that is it for me tonight. And I guess that actually has me covered until Monday. So enjoy the weekend. Happy Father's Day to everyone to whom that applies. And stay safe and happy and healthy. Have fun this weekend. And I will see you again on Monday night. Thanks for being here. Bye now.